Hey, what's up guys, Kuvdra here, and welcome back to another Skyblock video, where today I'm going to show you one of the best early game money making methods of all time in Hypixel Skyblock. And also, bear in mind, I'm doing this method on my Skyblock profile, which currently level 17, so it can be done by pretty much anyone within the first few hours of a new profile. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Before we go any further, only 11% of people watching this video are actually subscribed, so make sure to scroll down and click that subscribe button if you haven't already. It really is appreciated, and we are pushing for 10,000 subscribers. Without further ado, let's get on to the method. This money making method is all to do with the Year of the Seal event, which currently has about 2 days and 6 hours left. By the time this video is made, probably about 2 days left when you see it. So let's talk to Lucas Aquarius. As you can see here, there are multiple different items which you can buy in the shop, and we're going to use these to our advantage to make tons and tons of money. These items are all going to require fishy trees, and as you can see on the left hand side of my screen, fishy trees are currently worth between 40 and 60,000 coins per. To get these fishy trees, we're going to need to use bouncy beach balls, which can be bought on the bazaar. This can currently be bought for about 117,000 coins. Let's create a buy for a stack of them for about 7.5 million coins. So, you may think that you might get X number of treats per Y number of bounces. For example, if you got 10 bounces, you get 5 treats, 20 bounces, 10 treats, and so on. However, they are not proportional. So it takes a bit of effort to find out which amount of bounces is the best in profit. To figure this out, I'm going to be doing 3 separate 10-minute tests. The first one, I'm going to aim for 40 bounces per beach ball, which is the max, and we'll get us 20 fishy treats. The second test, we're going to go for 20 bounces. This will give us about 12 fishy treats per beach ball. The final test, we're only going to do 10 bounces, and this will give us 7 fishy treats per beach ball. And then we'll see which one gave us the most profit overall. Here we are in the first test, and we're of course going for 40 bounces per beach ball. Bear in mind, I did not hit this every single time. I did have a few slip-ups, but this is expected. With things like lag spikes and things as well, you're not going to be getting 40 every single time. So a few errors in here which bring our average down a bit. So that is the 10-minute test complete. Let's see how many fishy treats we got. We managed to get a total of 210 fishy treats, which if we come back over here and look, we can get, if we sell as a frozen amulet, which I reckon is the best option at the moment, as a sealed treat bag, and also the fishing minion and clay minion upgrade stones are being really quite hard to sell. I'd recommend selling as either the frozen amulet or the seal ring. These are about 50,000 coins per fish treat, so in total we got 10.5 million coins worth of fishy treats. We used up 13 bouncy beach balls. I did just use one here whilst opening the shop on accident. Don't click on NPCs for these as they will break. If we take away 13 times 120k which we spent to them, that's 9 million coins profit in 10 minutes. Times that by 6 for an hour, that's 53.6 million coins per hour, which is absolutely crazy considering this method takes like 5 million coins and a gold potion to get into. Absolutely crazy profits. Now, moving on to test 2, we're going to be doing 20 bounces per beach ball. Again, a few errors here, but those are expected. So let's see how many coins we managed to make with this method. This time, we managed to get 225 fish treats, which is 15 more than we got when we were bouncing them up to 40 times. So it's definitely better for treats. However, we did use more bouncy beach balls. If we times it by 50k per fish treat, that gives us 11.25 million coins. However, this time, use 20 bouncy beach balls instead. To take away 20 times 120k, we only got 8.85 million coins in the 10 minutes. Times that by 6 for the hourly rates, this time it's 53.1 million coins per hour, so slightly below what we were before, but it's pretty comparable. On to our third and final test now, and this time doing 10 bounces per bouncy beach ball. Let's see how many coins we made with this method. This time, we managed to get a few more than we did before again, 237 fish treats in total, but we did use a lot more bouncy beach balls. At 50k per fish treat, this equates to 11.85 million coins. Take away the 35 times 120k for the bouncy beach ball cost, this is only 7.65 million coins. Times it by 6 for the hourly rate, this takes it down to 46 million coins per hour. So if you don't get as many bounces, you won't be making as many coins. So now that we know we need to get the most amount of bounces possible, let's show you how to do that most easily. The first tip is to start it in the middle of the hub, away from any buildings. This is because if you bounce it onto a ledge or a ceiling, it's just going to pop, just like that. So make sure you start in the middle of the hub and try and keep it away from any buildings. Another decent place to do it is over here in the mushroom desert. Just try and get rid of a few of the cactuses first, and then you should have a nice open space here as well. Any of these places work, whichever suits you. The second tip is to make sure you have a decent amount of speed. For example, for me, currently I've got 341 speed, which is pretty good. I'd recommend at least 300 and staying shifted when moving underneath the ball, as this will give you a nice combination of speed and agility. Because you don't want to be running around like this because it'll be too erratic. If I'm not shifted, you can see all of my movements are really erratic and it makes it quite hard to control the ball. However, if I'm too slow, I'm not able to get there in time, it's going to pop. So getting a decent amount of speed as well as shifting is a good combination to make sure you get the most amount of bounces possible. You may also want to press the F1 button, as this will remove name tags. And then when you walk through characters, you aren't going to get the annoying name tag. It's because it can block your view massively. For example, if I'm doing my bounce beach ball like this, and have to walk through the character, it can get in the way and be quite annoying. So pressing F1 will stop that. However, you'll not get your crossbar, which can make it a bit harder to aim. So that's the trade-off you have to make with that tip. In terms of selling, as I mentioned earlier, you're going to want to go for the frozen amulet or the seal ring. However, when getting the seal ring, don't buy the sealed talisman, then the seal ring. Buy the sealed talisman from the auction house first, and then upgrade it manually there. And this will get you about 40 million coins, a similar profit to the frozen amulet. So there we go, that should tell you all you need to know about this money making method and how it can make you over 50 million coins per hour in the early game. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know down in the comments below, or alternatively in my Discord, discord.gg/Kuvdra. Just a quick note before any of you go down in the comments below and go, oh, you ruined my money making method. I've literally made a video on this a few days ago, it got 8k views, and the money making method is literally better than what I advertised as. So please, before you go there, actually try the method for yourself. Also, make sure to like and subscribe as we're pushing for 10,000 subscribers, and we are so close to this goal. Every single one of you is greatly appreciated. Thank you all so much for watching, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.